Aaron Watson aimed to make a new album. He ended up making a statement.
They don't make them like they used to. They don't make them like they used to. They don't make them like you anymore.
Country music's most successful independent artist understands that great music means something, and on Vaquero, his 13th studio album, there's plenty of meaning. An idea like the Golden Rule feels revolutionary on They Don't Make 'Em Like They Used To. More controversial is Claire Isabel, an immigrant story that comes down hard, but with a loving hand on one side of the debate. This married father's most important statement is directed at his family, however. During this first of a two-part video series that explores Vaquero, Watson explains what he hopes his kids see when his mom and dad flirt like teenagers, what he hopes his daughter learns about love, and how the couple survived losing a child.
There's a lot of love songs to my wife on this new record, and
Sexy love songs.
sexy love songs, and it's very important because I have a little girl. She's 7. I know I'm not supposed to have a favorite. I love my boys a lot. Like I would do anything for my boys, but that little girl, she's got me.
That happens.
It happens. And
Fathers and daughters.
I love that little girl. And it's important for me that she hears these songs that I write her mom. And she already hears them and she kind of gushes because she knows that I love her mama. And here's the thing I want her to understand. She loves music. In today's world, pop, rap, country, there's a lot of boys singing shallow love songs about meeting a girl at a party,
Right.
then taking her down to the river.
Right, there are. Like we built a whole subgenre around that exact idea.
You know, the thing about it is this sounds kind of crude, but those are boys singing songs about sex.
Yeah.
These are songs on my album about a man singing songs about loving his wife, the woman who's given him 4 children, the woman who's put up with his crap for 15 years. And I want these girls, my fans, I want them to hear these songs and I want them to go, that's how I want to be loved. I want a man that respects me and loves me, rain or shine.
Yeah.
Unconditional love. And the same thing is like, I love my wife. I have more of a right to sing about love songs about my wife than anyone. I mean, it's anybody. I mean, I love my wife. I'm supposed to. Like the greatest thing I can do for my children is to love their mama.
Let me ask you this, and you don't have to answer because it's a little bit personal, but you guys lost a daughter. And
Yes, sir.
You sang about that on your last
Yeah,
album.
yeah.
A lot of marriages, a surprising amount of marriages, don't survive the loss of a child.
Yeah.
How did you guys, or what did you guys do to really kind of make sure that
Ooh, it
you
was
stayed
tough.
whole?
You know, we really, really, really just put things in God's hands. When we found out that Julia had trisomy 18, the doctors told us that she was incompatible with life. And a lot of doctors told us that we should terminate the pregnancy. And that's just not something that we believe in. And we also talked about our marriage. And I was like, we have to do the right thing here for our marriage, for our children, for our future. And it was tough. But when Julia was born, like they said that she wouldn't even survive that. But we got to have her for a few hours. We got to hear her cry. Our children got to meet their sister. I mean, it was the most devastating thing I've ever felt. But at the same time, it was one of the most beautiful experiences of my life. And I'm a better dad, a better husband because of it. And I'm a better artist because at that point, that experience, I realized true heartache. I'd never felt true heartache. I'd lost some friends. I had lost grandparents. But I'd never had my heart ripped out of my chest. I mean, I'll never get over losing Julia, ever. I mean, I'm shattered over it. Some broken hearts never mend. But I realized then that God's blessed me with this wonderful platform to get up on a stage every night, to get to do an interview like this, and to share my heartache and my story, because there's not one person in the world that's exempt from heartache.
Yeah.
So I'm able to say, hey, listen, I'm living proof that you can get through this. And we got through this by putting it in God's hands. And we prayed about it, and we prayed about it, and we prayed about it, and we cried, and sometimes we fought, and sometimes, you know, we just felt like the world was crumbling down on top of us, and we'd pray about it, and then all of a sudden it's like the sunshine coming through the clouds. I had a girl bring her little girl. I had a mom bring her little girl to one of my shows, and she had been thinking about abortion, and she heard about our story, and because of our story and our blog, she realized how blessed she was to have a healthy baby inside her, and that was her reason for having her baby. And she said that, like, she can't imagine life without her daughter now, and she thanked me, and she asked me to hold her baby, and I'm telling you, I mean, I could start crying about it now, but I was like, wow, our little girl had such a huge impact on this world, just the 2 hours that we had her. Yeah. And so that's where I consider it like a huge blessing, you know, and I'll never get over it, but I don't want to get over it.
Out of Style is a love song on Vaquero, but Take You Home Tonight and Be My Girl are two songs from the new album that reflect Watson's white-hot love for his wife. He's just as passionate about his country, the state of Texas, and the people he's grown up loving for nearly 40 years. During part 2 of Unfiltered, Watson explains why and how he wrote and recorded Mariano's Dream and Claire Isabel, the unequivocal centerpiece songs of this album.
But at the same time, if I was a father on the other side of the border and my family was suffering, I would pack my bags and I would come to Texas.
Thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing to Taste of Country's YouTube channel, and thanks for watching part 2 of Aaron Watson Unfiltered.